Good afternoon, folks, and welcome inside the East Hand Sportsplex, Ice Pad B. So we get set for puck drop between the Bucks and the Vitos here just moments away. Welcome you live here on High Button Sports. I'm Logan Krellers. Thanks for tuning in. We are moments away from puck drop. Roach gonna dig in here to start the game. Looks like it'll be Casing Cooling on the center draw to start as he lays a bump down there as Roach gets in on the forecheck. Down the far side. Just shot on net there. Rebound loose. Picked up in the corner. Looking for a slide and front shot dodge there. That's blocked on the way through. It's poked off the stick and back into the neutral zone. Good try there on the forecheck. Hounding that was Trip Livingstone. It's worked down the far side, trying to work it in. Takes a bump there. Another nice hit there as the Vitos coming out with some physical play here to start the first period. Takes a bump there, leaves it for the point. That's Murphy. He'll dump it in deep. Getting on the forecheck now. Going to try to get that puck out front. Was Kraus. He takes his man out. Puck to the point. Held in at the line. Murphy shot, tipped on, rebound, loose in front. Fanned on that shot, Probert. Wide open in front. Pridham couldn't bury it home. Pridham on the forecheck. Good turnover there. Kraus, far side. As they battle for it now. Along the boards. Trying to free it out there as it's in some feet. Gonna get it back in deep. The Bucks go to work. Down low, looking for an option out front. Kraus centering, can't get it out there. Pridham work it back to the point. Myra's gonna send it in off the end wall. Around the close side here. Murphy's gonna stay at the point. Nice hit there, finishing his check in the corner. You see a couple fans down there next to the ice level. So that puck battled along the end wall. Here come the Vitos back the other way. With some speed now through the neutral zone. That's picked up. Ahern taken out, and he crashed into the net. That's Fitzgerald. He'll take a bump. It looks like it's going to be a penalty here. Well, they point to center. No, 2 for tripping. Myra's going to head to the box. So Myra for tripping here. 17:50 remaining in the first period. Myra going to go to the box. The Vito's going to get a power play here. Starting in net for the Buccaneers, number 1. Brennan Fitzgerald, he gets to start here. This mid-afternoon game. 2:20-ish start time as that puck worked up top. Walking a shot there, rebound into the corner. Picked up here the wall. That's Cooling. Back to the point, that's dished off to the far side. Livingston back up top. He'll feed up top for McKinnon's shot there. Worked around to the wall, cleared down the full length. Good job there, Bellin. Making no mistake getting that down the full length of the ice there. So, nice breakout there by the Vitos as they enter the zone. They'll dump it in. Good job to get it in deep there. Trip Livingston, it's sent around Kurt. And that gets out. McKinnon will go back for the puck now. McKinnon trying to cut up through the ice. Nice job there. McKinnon into the neutral zone, sent back down by Probert. Mahoney's going to pressure. Vitos weaving through the neutral zone. Trying to work it across, shot there. And that beats the man. As that puck ripped off the half wall by Livingstone, and the Vitos capitalize on the power play, and they lead 1-0. Nice goal there. Quick shot off the half wall on a nothing play, and it snapped past the glove hand side there of Fitzgerald. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. I think it just a quick shot might have just surprised him. Quickly off the half wall is 1-0 power play goal here for the Vitos. Sent right back in. Puck picked up in behind the net. Chipped up the wall, held at the line. Good job there to dump it back in. That's Auber. Sullivan picks it up now. Chip pass to the middle. He's going to try to connect with Morrison. Morrison's going to forecheck down there now. So Livingston going to get the goal. Couldn't hear the assist, but Livingstone getting the goal. Here's a turnover shot there by the Bucks off the pad. Kicked out. Nice save down there. Luca, is that puck off the goalie, up and out of play here for a stoppage. 15:41 remaining on the clock. So Livingston on the first goal of the game. As that puck work, D2D, Myra going to chip it high off the glass out into the neutral zone. Picked up there. Roach going to work it down. Interference call coming here. As that whistle goes, it looks like it's going to go against number 17. Godden going to go for interference. As the back official calling that one. So interference for Godden, and the Bucks going to head on the power play now, as they look to even it up. Face off, glove hand side of Luca. Battled for off the draw, picked up by the Vitos, clear high off the glass, and that's sent down the full length of the ice. Fitzpatrick plays it. Pressure here. Bellin, he'll retreat back behind his own net. Or in front, sorry, as he retreats back. Dishes out far side. Worked up over center. Gonna weave his way across the neutral zone. That'll be offside. Too many moves there. Momberket gonna set his man offside. Stoppage of play as they try to get set up. So interference call. So that's sent in offside there once again, not being able to stop up at the line. And offside the call. And they'll do it again here just a few seconds later. So that picked up. Bellin's going to skate it in onside this time. He works it in. Poked off of his stick. Good job defensively there. As that got poked out by Pearson. Here's a chance short-handed. Pearson on his backhand. He'll cut back. That's McKinnon in the corner now. The ref goes down. Roach going to dish it off now as he enters over the line. Here's a chance. Roach backhand shot. That's high. Over top of the net as Roach tried to dig in there and split the D, but he lifted the puck. Must have flipped up on his stick because that got up in a hurry. So Roach now going to win it here. Back to the point. Picked up. It'll be controlled by Pridham. Far side, down low, back up the wall. Bailey dishes it off. He retreats back to the point now. Cameron Bailey makes a move. Backhand dish out to the far side. Shot there from distance, tipped on. Let's see if that can't squeak through, and it'll be held on. Whistle blown dead. Half a minute remaining on the power play here for the Bucks. They look to get going. That puck right off the draw sent down. High flip. Not enough to go all the way. Dodge will go back for it. Dodge going to cut back. He's pressured there. Good pressure by Ahern. Big hit over on the far side. Probert going to finish his check. Sorry, Pridham. It's Dodge. Headman pass finds Bailey. Bailey's going to cut back in his own zone. Drop it back for Dodge. Pridham taking a couple bumps. Back to full strength here as that's dumped in. over on the far side. Good job there, Luke McMullen. It's up off the high glass, sent down. That'll go full length, icing the call there. So the Bucks going to be the first one to touch up. So icing and a face-off going to go down the full 200 from here. Down the far end. So that puck, Mumbercat trying to win it back on the draw. He gets maybe a couple words. Mumbercat lays the body on the far side. Picked up, worked here by the Vitos. Heads up, going to cut through the middle. Now here's a turnover. High slide opportunity chance there. Murphy. That's going to be a penalty for cross-checking. And that'll be another one. So head into the box there, Jake Arbrough. Frustrated. So you got 2 for cross-check and 2 for unsportsmanlike. So that's going to be a 5-on-4 here for 4 minutes, double minor. So a power play for the Bucks here. 12:53. So the shot after the whistle got him the extra 2. So Mumbercat gonna dig in here on the draw. That goes up high in the air. Bellin holds the line, goes D to D. Looking over some options. They'll send that back down low. Smart play there. Morrison drops it back down. He works it back, give and go play there. Curtin, it goes past him. D to D. Bellin gonna go back now for it. Roach dishes for Bellin. Bellin, far side, Mumbercat. Touch play through the middle. Here's Roach with speed. He'll enter over the blue line now. Roach stops up half wall, backhand pass. Morrison walks middle. Back for Roach. Roach creeps down, shot there, looking far side pad. That's wide and out into the neutral zone. Off the far side boards. Feed through, Mumbercat will pick up. He'll make a move, poked off of his stick though, back the other way. Here's Pearson. Roach finishing his check there on Pearson. It is sent back. Morrison just out of his reach. Will it be enough? And icing the call on the play there. Face-off's going to come back down here. Penalty not up on the board, so not exactly knowing how much time left. That's shot right in off the face-off, slapped right on the end boards by Liam Moffitt. It's worked out by the Bucks. Roach going to control it. Roach over the blue line, in on his backhand. He'll cut back now. Up on the half wall. Dodge. Looking for an option. Front backdoor pass, feed. Doesn't connect cleanly. Roach now. Down low. Bounces over the stick off the dash plate. Centering. Off the stick and back. Roach is going to have to hurry. Dodge is going to have to go. Fitzgerald plays it. Fitzgerald far stretch pass. Ends up going right back onto the stick there. And sent down full length of the ice by McKinnon. For the Vitos, it's sent down. 1:16 remaining on the clock for the penalty. Far side pass there, worked up. Dumping that puck in. Good job to just get it in as he hit center. McMullen is now back at the point. Dodge. Shot pass looking off a skate now. Redirected out front. Clearing attempt off his own player and stayed in. Backdoor pass. Good stick there now, but it picked up on a poke in front. Loose in front. Couldn't get that up over the glove there. Parked alone in front. Jackson Krause. As Krause tried to bury that one home. Couldn't get it up and over the glove as that's got snagged out of the air. Nice save there, in tight. Riva Luca. Just checking the clock time on the power play. 40 seconds now remaining. Dodge down the wall. Back from McMullen. He'll walk middle. Work it wide. Far side over there. That'll be Bailey. Bailey knocks off of his stick. Bailey's going to have to go back for it. He'll pick it up now. Cameron Bailey drops it back. Picked up. McMullen. 20 seconds now remaining in the double minor penalty. To Arbro. Is that puck now? Far side shot there. On net. Picked up in the corner though. That's paddle save there. Kraus works it back to the point. Bellin centering pass. Gets knocked out of the way into the corner. Stepping up. McClellan. Power play. Still going, so it must be more time on the clock. Must not got it up at the right time. Is that puck now picked up? McMullen blocked on the shot attempt there. He has it on the far side point. He works it low. Centering shot there. One-timer rebound. Scores! On a broken play, the puck finds McMullen going back door. And the Bucs tie it up here at 1. Still 9:24 remaining in the first period. We're tied up at 1. There's a nice goal there by McMullen. McClellan, my apologies. He snuck in off the point. He tried to calm everything down out there on the power play as they tried to set up on a double minor. It took them a little bit, but they end up capitalizing and tying it back up here at 1. So Bucks look to get back in on the forecheck. Roach trying to get it in. Myra shot tipped on. Glove save, held on for a whistle there. Good job to track that puck down. Luca. So the face-off's going to go to his blocker side. We'll wait for the official call. Don't know who got the assist on the goal for the Bucks, but it's worked up. Cutting back down the far side will be McKinnon. He'll chip up point. So Bellin getting the assist on the Buccaneers goal. As well, going to tally on an assist, Cameron Bailey. So Bailey and Bellin, the defense pairing out there, they'll tap on an assist there. So a 1-1 score here in East Hants as that puck chipped through the neutral zone. Chip play there. Nice job to keep it going into the zone. It's puck loose. Roach looking for it, and behind him. He'll pick it up now. Down low. Roach reverses Murphy. Centering for Mahoney through his feet. Picked up far end. Collected there. Moved up the wall. Trying to push that puck ahead. Shanks. Hand pass, and that'll be whistled down. A stoppage of play here. Looks like the faceoff's going to stay in the neutral zone. Towards the end of the Vitos. Mumbercat digging in. He'll face off against Greeley. So that puck works D to D, far side. Shanks. He'll chip it up the wall. Off the skate though and picked up down low. Theoropoulos. On the forecheck down there. Good job on that forecheck there. Gwen Timothy. Bellin, he got the assist. Works it across. Curtin up to the point. Mumbercat trying to chip it past his defender. Can't do so. Bellin off the skate there of Gwen Timothy. Offside, says the official. Gwen Timothy doesn't hear. He'll peel back now as the Vitos get a calm, cool breakout as they got tons of time to break it up through the neutral zone. Down the far side, going to cut to the middle. 2-15 is going to go one-on-one. As Curtin now picks it up. Curtin going to squeeze up the wall. Gets it poked off of his stick, though. Good forecheck there by Carson O'Toole. Spinning out front. O'Toole shot blocked by Bellin. O'Toole, second opportunity. Couldn't bang that one home as it cycled down there. Far side, Curtin will pick it up. on the half wall. Curtin flip play through the middle. Doesn't connect with anyone, so turning right back to Vitos. Here they come. That's worked over the line. Arborough out of the box. He takes a run there, finishes check on Bellin as he'll get back, gives Bellin a whack and a hook, and big hit there, running into the wall, missing everyone. Using the wall to stop himself was Jacob Greeley as he's slow, heading to the bench. As Greeley here's a chance down on the half wall. That goes over Dodge off a skate. Now he'll retreat, regroup in the neutral zone. That goes down. Dodge stops that puck. Bailey's going to have to step up. Bailey, he's got an assist in this one. Nice pass there. Trying to connect. Morrison steps out of the way of the trolley tracks there as Talon Pearson trying to finish his check. So that puck chipped over the head of Pearson, down the ice. Bailey's going to go back. No icing on the plays. He'll get it before center. He cuts back. Got to be careful there. So that puck's still down low. Battle for it. Bailey off a shin pad. It's now back to the point, cycling it down low. This battle continuing here. Holland, he's got the goal in this one. There's a chance off the half wall. Nice move around one. Shot there, pad save, rebound held on to, and a nice battle here. Bailey battling it up in front there with Liam Moffitt. Faceoff's going to go to the glove hand side of Fitzgerald on a nice play there coming off the wall. Alex Cutler. Nice move to get around one and get a shot away at faceoff now. Off the draw, Pridham's going to bounce it around. He's going to try to chip and chase here as he chases after. That goes off the stick and in over the line, trying to get back to that puck. Gooden. He took a penalty early in the first. As we're tied up here at 1. Bucks pressure down the wall, trying to get it down low. Roach, Pridham finishing his check, taking out his man. Now here's a chance back the other way, dumping that puck in on net. That's McKinnon. He plays it now. McKinnon gonna pressure that puck. Myra up the wall, pressured on the far side, pinched off. Pridham takes the check there. Is finishing his check. Stevens. Here's a chance out in front. Down low, Livingston cutting up top. Myra. Is Livingston looking to work it through. He gets it down low now. Trying to work it up. Kraus on the pressure up top. Gets it back. Fitzgerald's going to hold on for a whistle here. Inside the 5-minute mark now is 4:14 remaining on the clock. Faceoff's going to remain inside the Buccaneers zone. Puck here, battled, sent around the far side, chipped up the wall. Up. Nice move around a couple there. Probert gets it turned over just inside the zone now. Back, here's a chance. Shot there, distance, held on to for a whistle. And another stoppage of play. Coach letting his team know that that's not how they need to be playing. They need to be working pucks more north. As it's chipped back. In behind, centering pass, nice look there to connect. There's Mumberket. Takes a bump now. Trying to get it shot through Probert. He'll cut back. Probert dumping it off down the wall. As they go pressure for it now. Probert's going to get to it. He'll get the puck. Half wall. Trying to get it down low. Get a cycle or something going here. Nice turnover as Bellin way up in the play. He's way in over inside the goal line now. He's going to have to hustle back. Is back the other way. Crossing over the line, Livingston. He takes a step now. Nice move around one. Can't get around Probert, though. Livingston and Probert collide here. As Probert takes a bump. Coming in to finish his check there was Belia. Chipped up ahead. Curtin going to get to it first. Curtin going to battle in the end boards. That puck sent out now. Here's a one-on-one. Far side. Now working through. Theo Heropoulos. On the back check. Now here's a chance, 2-on-1 shot there. Pinching down, stepping down the wall, and that'll be a call from the outside official. Interference now will be the call. We'll wait to see who exactly it is. Mumberket kind of looks like he's going to go. So Mumberket for interference. Face off staying inside the zone. Glove hand side Fitzgerald. Theoropoulos will dig in. Gwyn Timothy out there with him. Gonna try to kill this, heads up, that puck up and over. The net as it goes back to the point and cleared out. That puck too hot to handle on the pass back to the point. Nice feed there. That was dished out by Belia. It's worked in over the line, looking to set up now. Nice move there, round one. He'll drop it back to the point. Gonna scramble over there. That's McQuaid. Shot there, rebound, trying to get it back on net. That'll knock the post off. A quick shot there from the point. And a stoppage of play here. 2:12 remaining. So I don't think the net actually fully came off, just might have lifted up. But not off the pegs or off the mark, so face-offs will stay inside. Probert will dig in. He'll face off here against Cooling. So that puck, Mahoney works it around. It gets sent right back up though. Puck goes D to D. Looking over an option. Back on the half wall. Centering off the leg as Axe try to get center now. Back at the point. McKinnon shot under the pad. There'll be a little dig there. Having a couple words in front. Bellin, he'll have a couple words there for Noah Cormier. Face off, back to the point on the draw. Power play down to a minute now remaining as it's worked out. Into the neutral zone, McKinnon. He'll pick it up, drop it off, dish it off to the far side. That's picked up, worked over. Into the neutral zone, controlled, backing off as he'll regroup behind his own net and set up the breakout. From the far end, Cooling. Probert just gonna stand out in front and let him wheel that puck. Probert, a nice angling job here as it's picked up. McKinnon gonna get some speed through the neutral zone. McKinnon wide. McKinnon on his forehand, drops it down, back behind on his backhand. Puck working across, shot there, scores! What a shot there! As that got ripped home off the half wall. Coming in there, Trip Livingston. He rips that one home. And that'll be his second of the game. Livingston with an absolute rocket here once again. Over the glove of Fitzgerald. Under the bar, and Livingston has 2 goals in this game, and the Vitos lead 2-0 here late in the first period. Puck off the draw, push forward. Trying to get it back right off the draw there was Cullen. He's got the goal for the Bucks as they work down now. The Vitos pressuring. Vitos entering this game. So the Bucks enter this game with a 3-0-0 record, 6 points on the season, 13 goals for, now 14 and 6 goals against. As that puck worked up, good job there by Myra to work it in. Now we're inside. Half a minute now remaining in the period. So Myra's gonna cycle it back down low, picked up on the half wall, trying to get it out front, can't do so. So that's off of the stick of Oliver Morrison and sent down. Not enough for icing, and that'll be back. Stretch pass up to the far side. Sullivan will touch it up ahead. Trying to chip it in there. Once again, McCullen. Now here's a shot there off the pad. 10 seconds now remaining. Puck work back to the point. Stepping up, Dodge. Centering pass. Connects. Shot there. Trying to get it away as it's worked out into the neutral zone. And once again, that'll do it for the first period. So after 1 period of play, the Vitos lead the Bucks by a score of 2-1. We'll be back for a second period of action here live on High Button Sports after this short intermission.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back, folks, and welcome inside the East Hand Sportsplex Ice Pad B. So we get set for second period of action between the Bucs and the Vitos here on this nice afternoon in East Hants as that puck chipped up through the neutral zone. Far side pass, trying to get to it first. As it's sent around and behind, wheeling the net there. So that goes up. Picking that puck up and sent down into the neutral zone. Far ice stretch pass, that's too far out of the reach. That goes down. No ice as the goalie play him out to play it. And that's going to go back to center ice here as the goalie came out to stop that puck. And icing going to go back to center ice, I believe. As the trigger finger a little early there and a little too excited on the whistle, but the goalie was out, so that's the right call. Bring it back to center ice here. Face off, they'll do it over. Pretty much just like starting the period here. 2-1 lead for the Vitos. Officials making sure they're staying out of the circle till that puck's dropped, so it's worked down. Here and behind, Arbro up the wing. He get it kicked back to him. Probert in on the forecheck. He picks it up now back to the point. That goes off the stick. Dodge will have to retreat back in the neutral zone. And forecheck there. That's sent back. Working that puck now in. Here's Ahern. He loses his footing. His body's flying all over the place here to start the second period. That puck worked down. 3-man down below the ringette line for the Vitos. You get lucky there, stepping up on the point. Could have been a costly play there as the back the other way. Bucks pressuring. Roach, good forecheck there as he almost turned it over. Dodge will step up off the bench, finishing the check. Offside, says the official. No whistle though as it's back the other way. Working that puck in over the line. Belia, shot there, blocked. Slow to get up as puck loose still. Bodies down, flying all over the place, sacrificing their body. Taking a shot there off the inside of the foot of Dodge. He'll go after. He lays the body in the corner. Good job by Dodge. He goes down though. Centering off the skate, dump right back in by Shanks as Shanks heads off for a change. That puck chipped up just outside, worked right back in. Here's a centering pass shot. That's sent wide. So that shot from Cooling as he battles for it out on the far side. That puck chipped out. Bailey coming out to play that there is Luca. He'll play it cross ice feed for Cormier. He'll cycle back. Some fans coming into their seats now here. Delayed start to this one as Zamboni. There's a few minutes delayed getting onto the ice. Myra's back for that and behind his own net. He'll hold it. Myra centering pass. Nice look. Here's Pridham. Pridham one-on-one. Good back check there. Centering. On net. And that'll be held on to for a whistle. Pridham looked like he had a step, but a good back check there. Making sure not being able to get away was Sutter McQuaid on the back check as man got snuck in behind him. Or no, Cormier also helping out too. So the Bucks looking to tie it back up here on an offensive zone draw. Puck pushed through. Picked up though, worked up down the wall into the neutral zone. That's worked in. Good job there, Gooden. Godin sent it in front. Doesn't connect now. Back to the point. Shot there. Distance tipped wide. Having to be careful. That got deflected on the way through. Puck battled for in the corner. Bodies going flying now as Theoropoulos gets sent to the ice. He'll go up to the point. I'm sure he'll try to get some revenge out there as that puck on the far side. Cycled down here once again by the Vitos as they look to establish. O'Toole in there on the forecheck. Puck to the point. McKinnon walks. McKinnon's going to walk down Broad Street. He'll dish it out wide. Back to the point. Sent right back in. Godin. And that's offside there. As it walked out as Godin couldn't hold the line. That face-off going to come just outside the Vitos line. On the offensive zone attack here, so the Bucks looking to get something going. Shots 10-9 in favor of them. Only being able to beat the goaltender here just below us. Riva Luca once. That puck now back to the point. Walking, Shanks dishing it back off. As the Vitos looking to spread out the ice. In front, held on to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald stops that puck from a weird angle, and he'll hold on to it for a whistle. Face off to his blocker hand side. Take a sec here to drop the puck. Face off now, pushed into the close side corner here. It's chipped up. Curtin's going to take a bump on the clearing attempt. Good job by Curtin to get it across. Saucer pass over far side. Dumping that puck in. Arbro. He'll rim it around. On the half wall. Trying to chip it out. Taking a bump over there. On the clearing attempt was Sullivan. So that puck worked back for him now. Sullivan picks it up. Works it out through the neutral zone. Sullivan takes a bump, leaves it there. Working that puck in. Here's Roach. Forehand shot there. That's fanned on. This player goes into the net. Big hit there, finishing Sullivan. Losing it in his feet now. Trying to get it back. Dodge. Sullivan finishing a check. Dodge stepping up. He'll bump his man, and that'll go back. Curtin now. Or sorry, Bailey tries to work it out. Puck goes up and out. Dodge will step up. Battle here. Dodge trying to chip it up and ahead. It's picked up now, worked over, shot there, right in on net. Bouncing play as it goes off the pad into the corner. Bailey for it now. Bailey, he'll pick up some speed, skate it out, backhand pass. It's not exactly where he wanted that to go, and that'll be picked up and wheeled back the other way. Shanks across the line. Shanks shot there, that's sent wide. Past the glove. Now here's a chance, back the other way. Trying to get something going here. Are the Bucks as Dodge picks it up in the neutral zone. He works it across the blue line. Gets it knocked off of his stick. Still with it. Dodge trying to center it from his knees. As Mahoney finishes a check. That goes up and out in the neutral zone here once again. Probert off of his pass trying to get it back up, and that goes down and behind the net. Heads up, got to be careful here. Breakout through the middle of the ice now is going to be kicked to the wall. Bailey. Be careful here. Bailey's going to go back and collect some time now. Bailey, nice move there. Cameron Bailey, sauce pass, nice pass as Pridham in alone. Pridham shot, save there. What a save. As nice pass there as Bailey on a couple of skate moves. Set Pridham up. Wide open as, that was Probert, my apologies. Probert a little slow to head off as Probert snuck in all alone and behind everyone, and Jonathan Probert slow to get to the bench. Jonathan Probert on a breakaway gets shut down by the pad of Luca. So that puck cycled down the wall. Check there, Pridham. Well, and stood up in there as he gets a mouthful and pushed over, and that's going to draw a penalty on the late push there. So it looks like So it's going to be McQuaid. Sutter McQuaid's going to go to the box, 2 for roughing. Here, 13-18 now remaining on the clock. It's a little bit of a weird one. Probably could have let it go, even though it was behind the play. Maybe should have given him a warning and then let it go, or pushed him again, but will be a power play here for the Bucs as they work across ice. Roach, shot blocked there. Roach back to the point, Bellin. Cross ice, far side, Morrison. Mumbercat set up in the bumper, Morrison over top. Works it for Roach. For Morrison, back for Roach. Roach cuts back. Roach up top. Bellin for Roach. Roach walks in, shot blocked. Rebound loose in front, cleared away into the corner. Morrison's going to go back for that. Sullivan going to try to help him out as that puck battled for on the end wall. Picked up. Morrison to the point. Bellin. Back down. Here's Morrison on the half wall. Mumbercat bumper. Backdoor. Roach. High slot. Mumbercat poked off of his jet. Shot fanned on there. As Morrison couldn't get it away. That gets sent down the full length of the ice. As Cutler clears it. Now it picked up right back. McClellan looking to get it to the middle. Here's picked up Roach in the high slot. Dodge for Roach. Far side. Half wall. Working it back up high. In the high slot now Dodge. Short side. He'll work it down. Fan on the puck though as that's worked on the half wall. Now worked into the corner. Trying to work it out Kraus. He'll leave it. Calling back for Dodge. Dodge down for McClellan. Centering. Mumbercat can't get it off. And that's sent down the full length. Good job there to clear it by Pearson, sorry. Bailey. He'll work it up. He'll stop back, looking over, and that'll do it for the power play here for the Bucs. That's worked up. Over the line, cutting back, almost losing it. Pridham going to play it down McClellan. Trying to spin off a check there. Into the feet now off the chest of McClellan. He works it back. Here's a chance. Kraus, he controls. Spinning. Nice play there by Kraus. Finds McClellan. Trying to work it back. Picked up Pridham, now back to the point. Dodge shot, tipped on, just wide though. It's McClellan. Sent back Kraus, trying to center it out in front. Pridham trying to get the shot away. Picked up there in the high slot. Pearsons for Dodge up the side. Big hit there. Good job Pridham finishing his check on Pearsons, and Dodge will go back for it now. Dodge picking that puck up, looking over an option. He finds a winger, gets a stick on that. Good job there by Pridham. No icing the call there as Kraus will battle for it. Picked up Arbro. Takes a big hit there from McClellan as he cuts up there. As Arbro takes a massive hit from McClellan. They run into each other. Far side chip, they shot there on rebound loose in front. Arbro taking a rough ride here in this one as Herman Kraus going to battle in front now. McClellan, high shot there, point. Rebound off the play in front now. Puck to the point. Myra shot. Send it back in deep. Kraus getting to that puck low. McClellan leaves it for Kraus. Kraus trying to get it back out front. Now to the point. Murphy down the half wall. Kraus dumps it back down the wall. Pridham's going to forecheck. He lays the hit. Just dodging out of that play there. Good job to get out of the way. Shanks now back. Here's Myra. He'll walk. Shot. Pad save off the bench. Trying to get a shot. Another shot away was Gwyn Timothy. So he works now into the high slot. Myra stepping up. Picked up Mumbercat as the Bucs with some sustained pressure now. Mumbercat down low. Gwyn Timothy finishes check. Murphy steps in off the point. Nice play by Murphy. Slides it through the feet. Penalty coming here as the Vitos chip play ahead. Will that be enough draw? Stepping out, Fitzpatrick pokes it. Is it set down and behind the net now? So that'll be a hooking call, I believe. Charged to the Bucs after the sustained pressure. And the Vitos are going to head to the power play as Gwyn Timothy going to head to the box. Some action both ways. But Timothy going to sit for 2 minutes, and the Vitos going to head to the power play, look to extend their lead. Big saves coming off the pads there of Luca. So that puck chipped off the hand and into the neutral zone. He's going to be the first to touch it. As it's touched now by the Bucs players. That takes away the hand pass as it's worked back now. Picked up, stopped up, now in behind the net, McQuaid. Son of McQuaid. He'll dish it off. I'm sure he's looking to help his team back after taking the last penalty for the Vitos here out on the power play. As it's worked down. Over on the forehand shot there. Trying to slide it through the 5-hole. It's held on to for a whistle. And a stoppage of play here by Fitzgerald, sorry. Face off won by the Vitos. They'll work it over to the far side. Controlling over there, that's Cormier. Back to the point, just holding the line. Offside, says the official. Disagreeing with that call, Maxime McKinnon disagreeing there as a full line change for the Bucs. Defense switching up there for the forwards, the wingers maybe, switching up for the Vitos as a face-off just outside of the Buck zone. That goes D-to-D. McKinnon dumping it in. Far side, now brimming around. Myra trying to get to it, chipping it past the first forechecker around. Murphy trying to get to it now. McKinnon, point up down to the side. Backdoor pass pad save, big save there. Just a little bit of pushing and shuffling going on now. A big save there on a backdoor feed and a one-timer chance there from Cooling. Face-off will stay inside. 1:01 remaining on the power play here is a 2-1 lead for the Vitos as they look to extend. As that puck now to the point. Dropped off there, McKinnon. Nice move around one. He looks, dishes it down low. Looking over an option, trying to get it back. That's sent down. It'll be right on. As Luca will come out, stop it, and look to play it. Luca, nice little fake play there, looking over an option, faking it one way, going back the other. Picked up here now. Worked across, Cooling, dishes it off. McKinnon. McKinnon down the wing, in behind the net, on his forehand. He'll work it back to the point. That's Cormier. He finds a man in the slot, shot blocked in front. Good job on the block there. Sacrificed the body, Luke Murphy. It's Murphy blocking that puck here with 25 seconds remaining on the power play as Vitos still leading by 1. Puck back to the point. Gonna be careful here, gonna step up on that. Good job, smart play. That's sent down. Bellin gonna clear it the full length. Out to play that. Luca. So that's left there. Gonna hound him. Mahoney. Some pressure now. Starting to pick up. Prober will pressure. It's sent far side. McKinnon. Probert's gonna back check now. Cross the line. McKinnon runs into his own player. Now he gets taken out. Mahoney pushes ahead. Chip play here. Back the other way. Bellin's gonna work it in. Bellin on the forehand. Shot there. He gets bumped on. Puck now back to the point. Shot from Dodge. Sent wide. Mahoney's going to battle down the end wall. Nice hit there by Mahoney as Roach and him battle for it on the forecheck. Probert going to get in there as well. Tangled up now. Here's a chance back the other way. Chip past him. Here's Livingston. He's got 2. Shot, scores! Livingstone, he makes it 3, and he's got 3 on the night. As what a goal there. Same spot up over the glove hand side of goaltender Brennan Fitzgerald, and Livingstone makes it a hat trick, was his 3rd goal of the night. On the same spot, and all 3 is, what a goal there, even strength Livingstone. Livingstone makes it 3-1 for the Vitos. Here in the second period, 6:32 remaining. Puck goes back to the Bucs D. Both teams entering this game with a undefeated record. Is that puck into the feet now? Far side. Rimmed in around, Roach trying to center. It's rimmed up around the far side. Chip play there, nice move. As it's back coming here. Cutler working it up. They work it in. Vitos trying to get right back to where they were. That shot goes off the crossbar on the outside, I believe, as it's dropped then behind the corner. Cycled back down the wall by Moffett. Bailey up the wing. Looking over Roach, trying to stretch it out. That goes off the side. No icing, says the official, as it must have went through the blue paint. It's picked up there. Nice job to separate men from body. Arbro way up in the air, and that must have hit something in the roof, and stoppage of play here. 5:36 remaining. So Livingstone with a hat trick here in this afternoon's game, and it is now a 3-1 lead. Livingstone, all 3 goals for the Vitos so far. That puck, Pridham forechecking hard. Murphy D to D. Myra now, point shot, blocked, picked up. Shot on the way through, can't connect. Trying to chip it out into the neutral zone on the far side. Good battle there as Pearson is going to battle with McClellan. As it's turned over now, here's a chance. Backdoor pass looking, can't connect. Myra's going to step up. Lose it into his feet now, still battling as it's still there, as it's chipped into the neutral zone. Over to the far side now, worked back in just on side. Kraus shot, held on to, no rebound, good save there. That puck battle here for it along the end wall. So Bucks looking to get back within 1. No call. Some parents want some tripping call here as that puck sent up. Murphy, does that puck now work through? Trying to work that puck. Nice job on still of display of speed. Alexander Daigle. Haven't said his name much. I saw him making his way to the dressing room a couple times in the first period. Is that puck pressured here by Kraus. Pridham on the turnover shot, rebound off the blocker and the mask as that puck now battled for Kraus. Nice move to get it out on the far side as it's worked up. Chipping that puck. Will that have enough for icing? No, Curtin will get it there first. Carter Curtin wheeling behind his own net. He'll look over some options. Curtin mishandles the puck. He's going to have to just skate it. Curtin with some speed down the wall. Carter Curtin looking over an option, centering. Backdoor scores! As Curtin buries it home. And Carter Curtin on a centering pass goes off the defenseman and into the back of the net, and Carter Curtin scores and makes it 3-2 as the Bucks. And a nice play there. Curtin with a burst of speed, and Carter Curtin with a 3-2 goal here. And the Bucks are right back within 1. 3:45 remaining in the second period. So that goes D to D. Here's a shot there, distance off the chest protector, rebound into the corner. Curtin, backhand up the wall, stepping up. Big hit there. That could have been interference. I don't know if that puck was ever touched on the far side there. So that puck chipped up the wall, looking over an option, centering pass. Nice feed there as it's picked up and worked over the line. Heads up. Gwen Timothy looking to lay a body check there as he just missed. Centering pass, backdoor, fanned on it. As an opportunity there came for Godin. Dodge takes a hit there. He works it up the wall, stepping up, trying to get it up. Bellin. He's pressured. Mumberket goes down with a guy. He'll tangle it up in the corner. Dumping it in off the dasher on a weird bounce. It almost went backwards. Dumped in there, far side. In behind, stopped up, in behind the net, McKinnon. He'll leave that. It's Godin sending it up. Chip play there. Mahoney will pick it up. He'll leave it back there for Bailey. Dodge touching it. Dodge gets ran over. finishing his check there. A little bit late was Belia. His Dodge let go of the pass and watched it, and Belia ran him over. Bailey centering, got to be careful there, but that goes off a skate back the other way. The Bucks looking to pressure on the forecheck now. Good job there by the Bucks on the forecheck. Battle continuing on the boards as they get tangled up now. Off the point shot. That's sent wide by Dodge. Good to see him out there, and he's all right. Now here's a chance. Shot there, short side, high and wide. Dodge going to step up once again. That goes around him. Sent down. Will that go down? No icing. Bailey for it. Bailey's going to wheel the back of his net. Bailey going to wheel now onto his backhand. He'll dump it in there. Take a bump. He goes down. Roach with it. Backhand centering feed for Probert. Probert now with it down low. Probert back to the point. Murphy's shot. Deflected on the way through. Roach trying to get to it. Can't do so. Roach's stick got tied up. Mahoney's going to have the back check. Far side. Picked off there. Smart play, Myra. He'll cut back. He got tangled up a little bit. As Roach going to pressure it now. Offside at the line there. Taking a big hit there at the line. Puck back. Myra's going to mix it up. Heads up. That was dangerous. Out puck. So he goes into the boards, and it looks like it's going to be a boarding call here. So a power play here for the Bucks late in the period with 57 seconds remaining on the clock here in the second period. A boarding call. So it looks like it'll be number 13, Luke Belia. He laid out Dodge earlier in the shift, finishing the check there, and that one was just that awkward distance from the boards, and he went in awkwardly and dangerously, so a face-off here. So a 57-second power play here to finish the period. Is that shot on? Rebound worked out to the top now. Roach goes D to D. Far side, Bellin. Morrison for Sullivan. Back for Morrison. Bellin to the point. Worked over. Here's a chance. Shot there. Roach off the outside of the post. Back here's Roach now. High point area. Over here on the left side. Morrison down below. Morrison backdoor pass looking for Sullivan. The handcuff Sullivan. It goes back now. Bellin for Sullivan. Backdoor tip play there looking for Morrison. 10 seconds remaining here. Bellin. He'll work it across to the far side. Sullivan's going to work it in. Shot, rebound. Piled away here. 2 seconds remaining. Shot, pad save on the shot there from an awkward angle, and that'll do it for the second period. So after 2 periods of play, the Bucks trail the Vitos 2-1. But it's a good pressure here by the Bucks on the power play as they look to tie it up. Start of the second period as they'll have a 1-and-3-second power play to start it off. We'll be back for third period of action here live on High Button Sports. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back after this short break.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross and Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross and Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Alrighty, folks, and welcome back inside the East Tant Sportsplex. Ice Pass B. So we get set for third period of action between the Bucks and the Vitos. The Vitos lead 3-2 as the Bucks will start this period on the power play. As that's sent down, clearing attempt off the body, kept in, dumping that puck in deep. Good job to keep it in was Kraus. Is that puck down low? Kraus works it back to the point. Here's Bailey. Bailey shimmying, shaking, looking over an option. Bailey going to kick to the middle. Shot there on net. That's sent wide, though. Pridham finishing a check, and that's going to be a icing call. And a hand up. Head contact call there, and I did not see any head contact on that play. So not quite sure what he saw there, but a head contact call. I didn't see any head contact there. Thought he just laid the body. So an even up 4-on-4 action here for 32 seconds. Was that puck picked up by the Vitos? They'll look over some options. Now pass it off to the point. Shot there. Paddled away into the corner. Clearing attempt. Looking for a call there. Murphy. Big hit there. Finishing his check. Probert lays the body. Late call now. Arm up in the air. And here we go again. On a made call up out of on his high horse here is this guy. Giving it to the kids. I didn't see the play, but an interference call. So a 5-on-3 now here. So it started on the power play. And now the Vitos on a 5-on-3. Some frustration definitely amounting here. Just wanted to play a game of hockey, but that play sent back down. Murphy, he'll battle for it on the ball. Ertz try to pin it up there, keep it in the corner. Picked up though, worked back to the point by Stevens. Cross ice pass shot there. That's high and wide. Back to the point now. That goes D to D. Working McKinnon. One-timer shot goes off the post. Letting that clapper go there was Cooling. Cooling centering pass looking to connect. Can't let that one. Murphy tied up the stick in front. Cooling off his skate. Cleared away to the boards. Cooling up over top now. Cooling. Looking, settling down. McKinnon, shot off the post, rebound. Roach trying to clear it, can't do so. Far side, battle in front. Bailey's going to tie up a stick. Shot there into the chest protector. Cleared away down the length of the ice. Luke Murphy's going to clear it down the full ice. Trouble finding that. Fitzgerald couldn't find it off the rebound, but cleared out. Murphy had it over on the far side of the ice. Drop pass there. Picked up, worked in. Cooling. He'll work it in over the line, cutting through the middle. Far side now. Cooling cutting back in the high slot area. He'll walk down. Shot tipped. Zick cleared away. Up to the point now. McKinnon. 2 seconds remaining on the first power play. Shot. Rebound off a body, and that finds its way to the back of the net as the first penalty had just expired. So a 5-on-4 goal, and that'll do it for the power play. So a 4-2 lead here now for the Vitos as that shot goes off a body on the way. Looked like it was going to go wide, and it goes and finds a way to the back of the net. Evan Stevens with the goal there to make it 4-2. So he was the first one down the line. And Evan Stevens going to add on to the total here, and a 2-goal lead once again for the Vitos. There's that puck at center, faced off back the other way. Crossing over the blue line, stepping up, nice hit there. Dodge, laying the body as it's rimmed around. Going back for that puck, picked up there, Arbro. He'll calm down things in his own end. Nice move around one. Backhand pass, dishing it off to the wing. That's picked off. Mumbercat trying to get it back in there. Looked like Gwyn Timothy going to finish his check, take out his man. Stopped up there and behind. Play to the point. Bailey's going to step up, hold the line. Mumbercut down low. He's trying to push it ahead for himself. Mumbercat finishing his check. Dodge, clearing attempt. He gets sat on. Bodies all over the ice down here now. Bailey picks it up behind his own net. Cameron Bailey centers to Mumbercat. Now here's a chance back for Mumbercat. He cuts wide. Mumbercat, hooking call coming. Centering pass doesn't connect. There's a scrum pursues here. Bailey's going to get in there, and they're going to tussle it up now. Grabbing a hold of, looked like it was number 15, Carson O'Toole, and he did not like that. He turned around, fripped out. So he goes into the box. There's a train to the box for the Vitos. Bailey's going to go for roughing, I believe. This looks like it'll be a hooking call and maybe 2 for roughing for the other 2 as Bailey mixing it up a little bit with Carson O'Toole. So I'd say probably 2 roughing for Bailey, 2 roughing for O'Toole, and 2 for hooking. It's probably a 5-on-4 here as Shanks got beat by Mumbercat wide and had to haul him back down. So it looks like it'll be a 5-on-4 here for the Bucks. But who knows? There's been some very different calls in this game, so who knows where the calls will come from in this one. So we'll wait and hear the official calls, but I'm assuming that's what they will be. Been around hockey long enough to realize I'm sure it'll just be a 5-on-4 here. No additional penalties. It'll just be the 2 up on the board. Probably the extra 2 going to Grayson Shanks for the hook on Mumbercat as he beat him wide. Had to haul him back, but we'll wait and see as they're still having a discussion over there. This game being delayed already enough as the discussion continues. Between Roach is in there. Looks like for the Bucks, can't get a name or number for the Vitos player. So a 4-minute penalty coming. So a 5-on-4, so maybe a double minor. As Shanks and Bailey having some words in the penalty box, and a power play here for the Bucks. As Shanks and Bailey continue jawing at each other, and they'll throw an extra guy in the box as the ref's telling them to knock it off. I hear zip it from all the way up here. So a 4-minute power play here for the Bucks, down by 2. It's a double minor on a bunch of penalties coming there. So a power play here for the Bucks on a 5-on-4 opportunity. That puck sent him behind. Clearing attempt. That's sent past the stick of Roach and down. Fitzgerald's going to come out and play it. He'll headman up the far side wall, picked off on the far side, or the close side, I guess, by Arbro on the far blue line, sent down. Roach too far out of his reach. Fitzgerald's going to come out and stop it here once again. Roach leaves it for Bellin behind the net. He'll work it out now. He'll find Roach out the far side as Roach picks up speed. He'll work it across Mumbercat. He drew the penalty to start that whole catastrophe off for the Vitos as Mumbercat on the half wall, cycle down low, shot, sharp angle. Goes far side, Roach on the rebound. He'll work it, Bellin up at the high point for Morrison. Morrison backhand feed to the middle, cleared away and down the ice by the Vitos. Good job there to clear it out of harm's way. Alex Cutler. Alex Cutler seems to be a stapled killer for the Vitos here, and this one is Mumbercat, cross ice pass and behind Roach. He'll have to work it back for Bellin. 1 minute and 10 seconds expiring on the first double minor. Bellin works it to Roach. Roach drops it for Bellin. Kicks it wide, Mumberket. They look to get back within one here as it's sent off the stick of Mumberket and down the full length of the ice. Mumberket couldn't control the backhand pass there. Bellin trying to get back to it. Good pressure, no. By Greeley. Greeley and Bellin going to work out. Murphy will pick it up and he'll wheel up ice. Now Murphy going to try to push the pace here. Murphy off the bench and over the blue line down the far side. Murphy stopping back. Working it back. He gets it back now. To the point. Myra. He'll calm things down. Murphy. Half wall shot. Rebound. Loose in front. Over skating the puck. And a rebound off the pad there and just over skated. Not being able to finish that one home there. Jaden Pridham. Myra kicks it wide for Murphy. Murphy kicks it out. McClellan down the wing. He's going to pressure. He'll get to the puck first. He'll drop the shoulder and work it in behind. Now he gets stopped up in behind by McKinnon. That goes under the skate of Murphy and back into the neutral zone. Myra's going to have to hustle as he gets some pressure now. So he'll try to wheel. He uses his net to his advantage. He'll wheel it out. Carter Myra through the neutral zone, weaving his way in. He stops up. Lock off at his stick, though. Puck works back to him, though. Centering pass off the pad. Shot there. Rebound loose. They'll battle away for it. Clearing the front of the net there and trying to bang that one home alone in front there was Jonathan Probert. As Probert trying to bury home any loose garbage he could find in front of the net. So with 1:21 seconds remaining on the power play, Bailey will step out of the penalty box. Looks like Shanks will step out as well. So still in there. Serving, looks like it'll be Carson O'Toole. Face off, battled here for. In behind Roach, trying to get it back. He gets it down the half wall now, working it up the wall. Roach for Morrison, back for Roach. Roach now works it low. Morrison shot, rebound, kicked aside. Back on it, trying to keep it in. Good job there. Bellin trying to hold the line as it's worked back. Cleared down off the stick there, trying to collect it and work it in was Moffat as he goes after it now. Moffat on the half wall, centering, finds a man, shot there, fanned on a weak shot there on a spinning opportunity as Bellin will pick it up. He'll hold, look over an option, he works it up the wall. He'll find Roach. Roach gonna look over an option. He'll control it, kick it far side, Mumberket. Mumberket slowly across the blue line. He mishandles the puck as he's pressured on the far blue line, and it's worked out. McKinnon now. Here's a break for Arbro. Arbro shot there off the glove and over the net. As that had some eyes, as Arbro looking to pick that corner once again on Fitzgerald. As Bellin now. He'll stop up, slow things down, work it far side. Mumberket, Luke Mumberket chipping it up the wall. For Morrison, Mumberket finishing a check. Heads up, that goes into the bench. He's finishing a check there on the far side. Take a slow stroll through the Buccaneers area. Over on the far side there was Jake Arbro. So a physical game here between these two squads, both coming into this game, like I said, undefeated record. Vitos, 48 penalty minutes on the season compared to the Buccaneers, 28 penalty minutes. So 20 more penalty minutes for the Vitos. So they've definitely shown their physical side here as Dodge losing his stick, looking for the puck in his feet as it goes in between the feet of Bailey and around. Stepping up far side, Gwen Timothy trying to get going back the other way. Bailey's going to have to go back for it now. The Bucs trailing by 2, looking to tie it up here as they look to get back within 1 first before it's too late. As that puck now centered off the stick past Bailey. He'll have to go back Dodge. Dodge going to cut back. He loses an edge. Play here out of the nice back check there by Theoropoulos. Nice move around 1. Picked up short side. He's got 3 now. That's Livingstone. That works back off the half wall. Livingstone centering pass for him as that goes just too far as Bailey trying to clear it out. Heads up. That goes off the boards right in front of Coach Daryl Joseph as he had to duck out of the way. As it's cleared into the bench, so we'll be allowed to change. Face-off's going to stay inside of their zone as the Bucs trail by 2 here. As one team will leave undefeated, the other being handed their first loss of the year. Here's a chance, trying to clear it through. Probert gets it knocked off of his stick. Murphy's going to have to go back for that. Murphy clears it up the wall. All works it back. Murphy gets it poked off of his stick. Myra, light rim around Probert. Chip play there, trying to clear it out. Probert just trying to poke it out. Now he does. Good job there by Probert to get it into the neutral zone. Pressure by the Bucks. That goes off the shin pad and out of play on a clearing attempt. Face-off looks like it's going to stay inside, I believe, but I thought it went off the player, the Buccaneers player, but I think it was a clearing attempt deflected out by the Bucks. Face-off's going to stay inside. Mumberket's going to dig in. He'll face off against Alexander Daigle. Mumberket back to the point. Shot there, blocked by Daigle on the way through. Is trying to feed one through the feet there. No icing on the step up there. Icing will be called as it got waved off by one official, but the other one said yes, so icing will be the call, and a stoppage of play here, 10:41 remaining. Face off, gonna same end, just on the opposite side as Roach will dig in. He'll face off against Daigle. Daigle just lost the draw to Mumberket as they battle for it. Puck still in their feet there, trying to kick it out, get it loose. Back to the point now. Curtin, he's got the goal. He's got a goal for the Bucks in this one as that puck now up into the mesh and out of play. Another stoppage of play. The puck's going to stay inside. So Curtin with the second goal for the Bucks. As he's out there with Bellin on the point. Roach up front. At the center position, Pridham on the wing as well with... Here's a turnover. As well, he gets out there with Kraus as the battle now. Pridham trying to center. Puck down low. Pridham battling on the end wall. Roach in there to help out. Pridham and Roach trying to turn the puck over and get something towards the net. Picked off there. Good job on the read. Kraus shot there into the chest protector. Held on, whistle. And a save there. No rebound opportunity on a nice shot there on a turnover as Kraus let one go from the half wall. 10:04 remaining here in the third period. Offensive zone draw here once again. McMullen pushing it through. He gets knocked down to the ice. Probably some frustration there as that puck circled back. Good job there by Arbro. He goes D to D, knocked down in the air by Morrison and picked up back. Come the Vitos. That's chipped into the neutral zone. Dodge goes D to D, finds Bailey. Bailey chipping that puck off the wall. Too far for Sullivan. Sullivan on the forecheck. Chipped out. Bailey's going to step up and all the way down. It looks like it's going to be a hand pass potentially, but a hand pass in their own zone. So I don't know quite what the whistle was for there. Maybe a high stick. So face-off's going to stay inside once again. Offensive zone draw here for the Bucks. They look to get back within one as they trail by 2. 9:40 remaining on the clock as it's rimmed around to the far side. Stepping up, Dodge. Trying to clear it out. Here's a chance shot. Blocked on the way to the net, and that's held on to once again for a whistle and a stoppage of play here. 9:29. There's a lot of offensive zone draws here for the Bucks as they're starting to build up some pressure as they were near the end of the last period as well. So that puck picked up. Wheeled around behind the net. Nice job to keep the feet going there. As that puck's carried in by Shanks. Shanks shot there. That's high and wide. Up over the blocker side. Heads up. Big hit there. Trying to finish his check there was McMullen. He was not slowing down. Dodge eats a punch there. He's looking for, as now some frustration starting to pick up here as he gets slammed to the ice. Dodge is looking around for a call. So he got slammed to the ice there by Evan Stevens. That puck now. McClellan finishing his check on the far side. Chipped up there. Murphy, he'll have to go back. Cross ice pass for Bailey. Bailey's going to pick it up. Move around one. Bailey, far ahead pass there for Sullivan into the feet now. Sullivan works it in over the line. Benjamin Sullivan, big hit there. Finishes his check. McMullen, he's been all over the ice in this shift, laying the body. He's running right through people as he heads off for a change. McClellan just laying the body all over the place here in this third period as he ran through a couple players and ran over the man there. Just stepping out of the way, not getting a full effect on the hit, but spinning the guy, and that puck now back to the point off a skate and out into the neutral zone. Mumberket turning it up quick. Mumberket losing the puck, though, on the way in as McKinnon picks it up now. Here's speed. Livingstone. Livingstone through the middle. He takes a hit from Murphy as that puck worked its way to the net, and Livingstone takes that hit and plays on as Fitzgerald covers up the puck. Puck dropped here. Gwyn Timothy sent over as it goes off of his stick. Curtin up the wall. Nice play as Curtin tried to work it to Mumberket. Theoropoulos back for Curtin now. He goes D to D. Close side here. Pass picked up. Bellin trying to feed it ahead. Got to be careful there. Gwyn Timothy. So that puck dumped in. Livingston had to hold up for a sec. Bellin will pick it up. Pressured there by Livingstone. Off the stick there. No ice touched there as it's going to go right down. Theoropoulos trying to get to it first. Doesn't do so as it's poked away from him. Down low, Gwyn Timothy mishandles the puck there, overskates it, chipped back into the neutral zone. Carter Curtin will go back for that. Here's Curtin with it in his D zone. Bellin centering pass. Nice job connecting through. Here's Theoropoulos. He kicks it wide. Gwyn Timothy takes a fall into the boards on a body checked attempt there. Stepping up, Dodge. Good job by Dodge holding the puck in on the far side. That's now cleared. Going back, Bailey's going to have to go back all the way into his own zone to get that now. Here's Bailey in behind his own net. He'll look over some options. Bailey's going to skate it. Nice pass on the far side. He'll connect with Roach. Roach in over the line. Nice move to the outside, but that's knocked off his stick by McQuaid. As McQuaid will wheel it now through the neutral zone. Chipping it in as he hits center. Fitzgerald's going to elect to hold on to the puck, and that'll be a whistle here. 6:12 remaining in the third period. 2-goal lead here for the Vitos. So that puck goes D to D. Too far out of the reach, though, as Murphy goes back now. Myra going to battle for it. He'll work it up the wall. Probert going to try to chip it out. Nice job to cover the front there. Murphy knocking that puck away. Picked up here. Myra, chip play up and over. Mahoney's going to pressure. Back for that. Daigle loses it to Mahoney. Daigle's going to have to go after it now. Mahoney get to a puck. He'll poke that back to his point. Nice play there by Probert as they go down on the far side. Physicality starting to pick up here now once again as it's sent back. Going to have to go retreat all the way back. Here's Myra. He takes a bump. Centering to the high slot point area. Shot as Mahoney finishes his check at the point. Myra chipping it back around and behind. Roach for Probert, for Myra, for Murphy. As Murphy chipping it off the boards. Now out. Off the bench, here's Roach. Has one going with him. Roach going to go to the net. Roach going to backhand shot. That goes off a stick and up and into the netting. High up over the net. Puck's going to stay inside. Another offensive zone draw here for the Buccaneers. That's rimmed around. Far side stepping up. Trying to hold the line. Does so as it's fanned on the clearing attempt. Kraus centering pass. Rebound loose in front. Picked up, collected there. Good job defensively by Shanks as he turns it now over. McClellan. Here's a chance in front. McClellan rebound loose. Grabbed on. Held on to there for a whistle. As Riva Luca doing a good job closing the door here. He's seen 27 shots. Saving 25 of those so far in this one. Shot off the draw, rebound loose in front, still loose in front. That goes off the pad over to the far side. What a couple good opportunities there for Pridham. As that puck now to the point, Curtin. Shot That goes wide. Bellin on the half wall. He'll cycle it back down low for Kraus. Pridham sneaking in to the honeypot area. Some bodies going flying down there as they'll play on. A late call now coming. As that'll be touched up by the Bucs, and Bellin going to get into it a little bit. Over on the far side. McMillan is going to go for cross-checking. McClellan, 2 for cross-checking here. 4:16 remaining on the clock. And a power play here coming for the Vitos. Face off here just in front of us, so we'll see if the Bucs can get it down and play some 5-on-5 hockey as that goes up to the point. McKinnon holds it. D to D. Livingston, shot there, tip on. That goes just wide though off the pad. So that puck now on the half wall back. No walk. Shot there once again. Rebound held on to Fitzgerald. Good job to hold on to that puck as it was shot through some traffic and right on. Held on to by Fitzgerald once again. Face off going to go from the other side this time. Puck one back. Fioropoulos. Myra trying to clear. It's battled for now in the corner. Puck now back to the point. Livingston. D to D. McKinnon. McKinnon's going to walk back for Livingston. Livingston's going to take his room. He's going to walk down. He'll feed it over here. One-timer shot. That's wide. Rebound in behind the net. Puck down low. Short, nice tiny pot play. Rebound loose in front. That'll be held onto as a whistle blown as official lost sight of the puck, thinking it was into the chest protector. Wanted to protect the goalie and face off over to the glove hand side of Fitzgerald once again. 3:33 remaining on the clock here in the third period. Face off, battled for, back to the point. Livingston bounces over his stick and out to the neutral zone. D to D, here's McKinnon. Maxine McKinnon. Pressure there from Mahoney. He'll try to kill off a little bit of time. A minute remaining on the power play here for the Vitos. A shorthand goal for the Bucs would put them back within 1 as they trail by 2. As that puck picked up, wheeled up, sent out far side over to the close side here, picked up Livingston. Working it in, shot the pass there on the way through, trying to get a stick on that. Driving the net was Cooling, as now here's a chance back the other way. Mahoney's going to drop the shoulder. Shot in wide, though, as Bellin's going to have to retreat now. Cool turnover. Here's a chance. They score! A short-handed goal on a turnover by Cooling, and the Buccaneers are within 1 here with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. The Bucs strike back with a short-handed goal and make it 2-1. As a turnover, and making no mistake with that and bearing it home for, I believe, his first of the year, Logan Mahoney. As they grab the puck, and Mahoney makes it 4-3 now on a turnover. As the power play continues, 28 seconds still remaining on a shorthanded goal here. As we were talking about it, they needed 1 to get back within 1, and they did it shorthanded. As the Bucs looking to tie it up now here late in the third period. Forecheck continuing here for the Bucs. It's pinched up on. Now here's a chance. Working it over. Shot, toe drag, paddle away. That went off the butt end of the stick for the goaltender Fitzgerald. As that puck chipped up. Sullivan's going to carry it now. Here's a 3-on-2. Power play is over for the Vitos as 5-on-5 action continues. Mumberket steps over. Player stretching in behind. That goes down the full length. Off the end wall, poked away, scores! On a bounce off the end wall and bearing that one 5-hole on the forecheck there. Looks like it was number 13, Luke Belia, and that'll be a 2-goal lead here once again for the Vitos. With 2:03 remaining on the clock on a weird breakdown. As that puck went all the way down, no icing on the play as the Vitos player was going to touch it first off the wall. Not being able to control it was Fitzgerald, and it went through his 5-hole. Bearing that one home, Belia. It's a weird goal, and now it's 2-goal separation here once again as the Vitos answering back. Cutting back down here is Bailey. Bailey looking for a pass up. Mumberket now. He'll work it up over. Across the blue line, Mumberket kind of trot through. He'll get knocked down. Shot there, that's wide. It's the goaltender. Heads to the bench now. Here in the bottom of your screen. Is it sent back to the point? Mumberket sends it back down the wall. Gonna try to set up. Shot there, looking for a tip. Rebound loose in front. Still loose. They'll battle for it. That's a shot there. An extra little battle going on now as they separate each other. Don't want an extra penalty here to send them on a 6-on-4. Although I always thought you could clear it on a 6-on-4 and get away with the icing. So I thought it wasn't always a bad idea. Just getting control of the puck to clear it is the hardest part, especially with 6 attackers. You're 2, maybe 3 guys down at all times on the puck. Is a puck and a timeout here by the Bucks. Minute 25 remaining on the clock. The Bucks trail by 2. 6 attackers on the ice now. This goalie Fitzgerald heads to the bench. So a 30-second timeout called by the Bucks, and they'll get an offensive zone draw here. Once again, as this one's going to be to the glove hand side, a 6-on-5 attack here. Goalie into the bench as an empty net. 200 feet from Luca and a face-off to his glove side. Puck kicked to the wall. Mumberket for Bellin. D-to-D. Shot there on. Rebound loose. Rebound trying to get it through. Rebound bouncing around in the high slot area. Bellin comes up with it. Shot towards the net. Rebound loose in front. That goes off a body. It got just pushed away as it had eyes for the back of the net. Shot there. Blocked again. Sacrificing the body of all 5 guys net front. Backdoor pass. Shot there. Fanned on. Just getting a stick on it. Now here's a chance. Down low. Shot. Rebound. Off the pad. Battled for in front. Battled it down. Poked away. Arm up in the air. Power play coming. Don't know for who yet. Mumberket mixing it up down there. Whistles in the air. Hands in the air. As they still having a couple words down there. Mumberket looked like he got knocked to the ice. He was frustrated. So we'll wait for the call from the official. As 51 seconds remain on the clock. We'll wait for an official call here. Power play coming for the Bucks, so a 6-on-4. And the Vitos will be able to ice it, send it down the full length, and not have the whistle come back down into their zone. So that's an advantage, I guess you could say, for the Vitos. They just need to clear it. 2-goal lead for them. Desperation blocks there as a power play coming for the Bucks, 6-on-4. They lead the shot category 36-31, but trail 5-3. Vitos. Last minute change here for the Vitos. They'll switch up their D-core. It's stepping on there will be Arbro. As he steps over. As he's with Greeley, I believe. Digging in Livingston on the draw. Push forward. They go D-to-D. Bellin, shot, tipped on. Rebound up and behind the net now. Roach. Down low. That'll be picked up on the half wall. Battle on the wall, sent down. That'll be cleared out. Will that have enough? No, it doesn't matter as Livingston looking for his 4th. He'll get to the puck first. Big hit there. Livingston's going to take that one. That'll be a boarding call, it looks like. Livingston cutting back down the wall. They knew it right away. No extracurriculars going on there. They both knew that they made a mistake. And that'll be an unsportsmanlike, so it'll even them up. And a 10, and that'll be sent to the room there. 27 seconds left. Jake Arborough is going to get sent to the room. So Arborough Going to hit the showers early here on the road trip to Halifax. Him and Fitzgerald have a couple words. So they can't get the door open. Now it is Arbro going to hit the showers early as he heads off down there, and they'll close up the gate. Jake Arbro with the walk of shame to the dressing room after giving it to the coaches. Injured player down there for the Vitos. So let's see, it's going to be a 5-on-4 here continuing for the Bucks as Arbro took the 2 and the 10 to even it up. So a 5-on-4 here continuing for the Buccaneers with under half a minute remaining, 27 seconds. One back, rimmed around, Bellin couldn't get enough on that as it got picked up. Sullivan centered. On to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to push that away for Bellin. Bellin will pick it up now. Clock clicking down slowly as it's now to the point. Held in at the line. Sent back in. Murphy. He'll send it up. Chip play there. Picked up Roach. He'll work it over the line. Roach trying to get it through towards the net. McCullen trying to get it towards the net now. He'll pick it up in the corner. Centering pass. Cleared away, and that'll do it here for this one. So after 3 periods of play, the Vitos come out victorious and keep their perfect record intact as they move to 3-0-0 on the season. They'll get another 2 points, and Myra took a tumble there in front of Fitzgerald. So after 3, the Bucks can't pull out the comeback victory as the Vitos will leave Halifax with the win. But that's all for me, folks. Thanks for tuning in here live on High Button Sports. Pleasure. We'll see you later. Have a good one.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.